Final registration data for 2011 signal the stagnation of tractor sales. Following a positive start for the year, the market shows steady declines, which went on to flatten the volume of sales down to the level reported for 2010.
The agricultural machinery market closed 2011 with a negative balance sheet. According to data developed by Unacoma on the basis of registration applications filed with the Ministry of Transport, tractor sales ended the year with a scant 0.5% gain, with 23,431 units registered against 23,323 in 2010. In the wake of average gains of 22.9% for the first 4 months of the year, came a steady decline in sales in the summer months and into the autumn to neutralize the positive trend at the beginning of the year. Though the tractor market entered stagnation, other types of machinery declined. At the end of 2011, combine harvesters were off 7.2%, transporters tumbled 12.2%, and trailers dipped 0.6%. The internal market needs to be supported, said the president of Unacoma, Massimo Goldoni, with measures which are included in a structural way in the development policies of the national industrial system.
The 2011 balance sheet discloses a downturn of 21.3%. On the side of exports, sales abroad of machinery made in Italy up 37% in the period January-October.
Steep drops have been reported for the Italian market for all types of earth-moving machinery. The balance sheet for 2011 for the so-called traditional machinery, that is, dozers, excavators, graders and wheel loaders, showed a 24.2% plunge compared to 2010. Significant declines were also reported for compact machinery, mini excavators, mini loaders and crawlers, off by 20.2%, and backhoe loaders nosedived by 33.7%. Also in the construction machinery category, dumpers fell 29.05%, and telescopic handlers closed the year down 13.9%, under the 2010 figure, whereas machinery specifically for road works, rollers and vibratory compactors plummeted 43.4%. Overall, the Italian market for construction machinery closed 2011 with total sales of 10,508 units, which correspond to a fall-off of 22.3% and the figure for the previous year when sales declined 9.4%, under those in 2009, to add confirmation of the negative trend in the sector, taking the direct brunt of the crisis in building construction and big public works. The condition of the Italian market is even more drastic if we make a comparison with sales at the world level, which grew by about 30% in 2011, and at the Western European level itself, where there are estimates of an increase of around 25%. Encouraging news, however, on the export front, with increases of 37% in exports of Italian machinery in the period from January to October.
The balance sheet for the year shows an overall decline in sales at 4.8%, with especially negative trends for mowers, brush cutters and professional greenskeeping machines.
The Italian market for gardening machinery and greens maintenance closed 2011 with declines in sales of almost all types of equipment. Data provided by Unacoma Garden disclosed a 7% downturn for mowers, ride-ons off 4.4% and brush cutters falling 8.2%. Also moving down were trimmers, hedge trimmers, chainsaws, groundskeeping machines and bioshredders. The only types on the plus side were motor hoes, up 6%, and leaf collecting machines ahead 0.7%. Overall, the market ended the year with a decrease of 4.8%, under the total number of sales in 2010 at 1,182,410 units compared to 1,242,524 in the previous year. The market in our country had a positive trend in the first half of the year, said the president of Coma Garden, Roberto Peruzzo, but the negative balance, unfortunately, developed in the second part of the year when the economic crisis surfaced in all its seriousness. The outlook for 2011 is not positive because the market is continuing to suffer from the problems with the economic cycle. A time for monitoring the market and assessing possible recovery signals will come with the great EIMA International Exhibition, scheduled for November the 7th to the 11th, to feature EIMA Green, the specialized salon on machinery and equipment for gardening and groundskeeping.
The Italian sector of components for agriculture and earth-moving machinery closed 2011 with a two-sided result. The OEM market rose 8% and the aftermarket declined by 5%.
The industry manufacturing components for agriculture and earth-moving machinery reported for 2011 an 8% increase in the OEM sector, original equipment manufacturers, that is, supplies direct to these industries, with surges in the agricultural merchandise category and the one associated with the building and construction industries. On the side of the aftermarket sector, spare parts and accessories, the trend was negative with a decline of 5% compared to the previous year. Overall, the value of production was estimated at about 1.5 billion euro. These figures were provided by Comacomp, the association within Unacoma, which represents the Italian industry's manufacturing components for agricultural and earth-moving machinery. The numbers are based on data compiled through a survey of Comacomp members on the trend of the past year and prospects for 2012. Expectations for the current year are clouded by the climate of general uncertainty prevailing in the global economy and the resulting cautious approach to purchasing by the manufacturers of finished products and businesses in post-sales. In detail, forecasts for the OEM market call for a negative trend in the first 6 months of the year and a gain of some 7% by the close of the year, again led by the agricultural sector. The outlook for the AM sector is that this market will remain substantially in line with the negative results of 2011. According to Alessandro Malavolti, the Comacom president, the keystone for coping with and overcoming the difficulties arising out of the ongoing crisis, real and perceived, is to be necessarily found in the capacity of the industries to offer more and more innovative products and bring to the field business strategies up to the demands of old and new markets.